Hey guys. A few months ago, there was this kid on my news feed. His name was Tate Emmons. He was reading from the Bible, and I just thought that was awesome. Uh, our kids need role models. Role models, not idols. But, anyways, I shared with my grandson, my niece. I think I even put him on my page and said, "From the mouth of babes." Last night, the other day, I saw that he was auditioning for American Idol. I saw this on his feed. I didn't see the actual audition. Um, well, I saw what he shared. But anyways, he got to know. Didn't mean to spoil it for you if you watch that, but I commented on his thing and said, we have enough idols. God has bigger plans for you. And he was very humble. You could see in the rejection, he knew he was okay with it because he trusts. He trusts in God that whatever God's plan is, it's going to happen. But this gave me a stronger realization. God, he's a jealous God. He said, "There shall be no other gods before me." And when we idolize anyone or anything, then we're putting that object above God. God created everything, whether thrones or dominions or rulers. He created everything through him, for him. John 4:23 says, "The hour is coming and is now here that true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth." And what is the truth? Well, John 14:6 says, Jesus said to him, "I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except for through me." Guys, my thoughts are everywhere, and I can go off in a million different directions and all this stuff, so I had to write things down to try to keep me focused. January 27th, we just had a remembrance for Jews coming out of exile. What's the truth behind that? Acts 13:47 says, "For so the Lord has commanded us, saying, I have made you a light for the Gentiles, that you may bring salvation to the ends of the earth." That's a lot. God used Israel and the Jews to bring salvation to the ends of the earth. That was a quote from Isaiah, a direct quote. That was in Acts, but it was a quote from Isaiah 49:6. And we know that because of their hardness of hearts, that we're grafted in. And we also know that the reason calamity was upon them was because they put their trust in the false gods and idols. Oh, you can read all about that in Deuteronomy, Jeremiah, just the whole story. There's a lot. But Deuteronomy 32:21, which is the song that the Jews were given out of the song. They have made me jealous with what is no God. They have provoked me to anger with their idols. You know, Colossians 3:2 says, set your minds on the things that are above, not on the things that are on earth. And verse 5 tells us to put to death what is earthly. He gives us some sins there. But it says, which is idolatry. On account of these, the wrath of God is coming. What are we missing there in this lesson? The truth. You know, the whole world right now is focused on, America. They're focused on Trump. Love him or hate him. Love America or hate America. Our focus should be on God. Our trust is in Him alone. Trusting in anything else is trusting in idols or false gods. My mind keeps wanting to go off. I try not to make this long, so but Trump, the Republicans, the Democrats, none of that is going to save the world. The only thing that is going to save the world is God. We know John 3:16. For God so loved the world that He sent His only begotten Son. Everybody knows that. But John 3:17 and 18 says, for God did not send His Son into the world to condemn the world, but in order that the world might be saved through Him. Whoever believes in Him is not condemned, but whoever does not believe in Him is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only Son of God. So with everything going on, do not put your trust in idols. Do not put your trust in American Idols, all these singers and everything else. Put your trust in God alone. Speaking of vessels and singers, I'm going to give a little plug to Jerry Barnes. His song, Mold Me, Shape Me, Use Me, I sing that like a prayer. As Christians, that's what we should be doing. Mold me, shape me, use me. We're vessels. Like Israel is a vessel, like Mary was a vessel to bring our Savior into the world. We're vessels that God will use. He's in control of everything. Some vessels He uses for good and some for not so good. If I get off on the moral, I'll go on for hours. But I just felt like that I needed to share that sometimes it's hard for us, and it's definitely out of my comfort zone to um, share like this, but we need to get out of our comfort zones. We need to let our light shine. God bless you all.